Hey guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update about my CBT skills group that I've been going to for the last few weeks and how it's been helping me. So because of my anxiety that I suffer from, my doctor suggested that I attend some CBT skills group classes. And basically what it is a group session where they teach you cognitive behavioral therapy and basically coping techniques, coping skills to help you with mental illness like anxiety, depression, anything like that really. So I have so far gone to 2 classes and it is an 8-week program, so I have 6 more classes to do. And as a part of the classes, you get a workbook, which I paid for, but the classes are covered by the healthcare. So basically, I don't have to pay to attend the classes. I just had to pay, I think it was $19 for the workbook. And the workbook is just packed full, I think it's over 100 pages of information, and it goes through in detail all the techniques that we cover, and it's broken down into 8 chapters, with each chapter being 1 class. So it's an 8-week program, so there's 8 chapters and we do 1 chapter a week, and each chapter is kind of like a different aspect of CBT. So the first week we had kind of an introduction and we talked about the triangle of emotions kind of. So you have a trigger or an event or situation that triggers you to have anxiety or whatever it may be. Let's say the trigger is, someone yells at you at work. That's a big trigger. You have a triangle of emotion, and that is feelings and thoughts and behaviors and thoughts, feelings, and those can be emotional or physical, and behaviors. And basically the object of CBT is the suggestion that you can change even one of those things and it changes your complete outlook and your life and how you deal with things and that kind of thing. I probably just butchered that explanation, but again, I'm just learning this myself for the first time, so I will make a more in-depth video about what I've been learning in the future. I just got to get my thoughts together, and this is kind of just a brief update about the CBT skills group. So if you guys are interested, let me know, and I can definitely provide more information about the stuff that I've been learning because it might be really helpful for you. So that's what we kind of covered in the first week, and we talked about some different skills that you can use for dealing with anxiety in the moment. We did a lot of kind of like deep belly breathing and elongating your breath and that kind of thing. And then last week, what we did was we talked mainly about mindfulness and mindfulness meditation and the benefits of that, and just having self-compassion and basically being in the moment, being in the present, and that kind of thing. So, like I said, I've only attended 2 of the classes so far, and that's just what we've covered. And then each week there's a little bit of homework or things for you to practice at home, and different exercises in the book to do, so I've been doing those. And yeah, I'm really hopeful that it's going to be helpful for me and that it will make a difference. It can feel kind of discouraging sometimes because I've done a lot of programs over the last couple of years to try and help my mental health improve, and sometimes it can be difficult just because my motivation is so low and I don't always do the exercises or keep up with what I'm learning, so it feels kind of like a waste of time. But CBT is pretty renowned for being helpful with these kind of things, and a lot of people that I've talked to seem to think that it'll be really helpful. So, I'm hoping I'll get something out of the class, and I'm hoping that I will learn some things that'll actually be applicable to me now that I'm coming off my meds. I think one of the main problems before was that when I was doing the programs, I was on antidepressants that were basically making me a little bit apathetic or pushing down a lot of that anxiety so I wasn't feeling it. And obviously that's a good thing in the sense that I wasn't feeling anxious or depressed, but the bad thing is that I wasn't working on anything and I wasn't solving anything. So when I come off the medication, that anxiety and depression isn't cured. As soon as I'm off the meds, it comes back full force, and then I have to know how to deal with it. So the aim is to take these programs so that I can learn the skills and techniques to deal with it when I'm off the medication. And I think now that I'm down to just 5 milligrams, a lot of my anxiety has flooded back, and I'm realizing the importance of actually, implementing these techniques and things that I do, and I'm caring about the program a lot more than past programs that I've been a part of, just because of that, and because of the fact that I'm coming off my medication. I have less apathy, I have less kind of dampening down of my emotions, and so it's actually more beneficial for me to be doing the class now, I think, whilst I'm coming down off my meds. Because 5 milligrams of the Trintellix really isn't a therapeutic dose. It's not solving my anxiety at this dose. My anxiety is definitely back. I feel very anxious every day, and so I'm having to learn to deal with that. But yeah, so I'm hopeful that it'll be really useful for me and that I'll get something out of it. And one thing that I've noticed about it being a group program actually is I'm finding it beneficial even just to be around other people who are anxious. A lot of the people who are in the class are really socially anxious, like I am, and it was really interesting hearing them talk about how anxious they were about showing up to the first class, because a lot of the things they were saying mirrored my feelings completely. And so I feel like it helps to not feel so alone and to realize that, hey, there are all these people that on the outside, on the surface, they look totally fine. I never would have known that they have social anxiety. I never would have known that they are depressed. And so going into this room with all these people, I think there's like 10 other people some days, hearing them open up about how much they panicked about showing up and about how they worried about driving their car to get here and how they are anxious every day and they're scared of people and they don't like interacting and all this stuff, it's like, they are going through the exact same things that I'm going through. They experience the same emotions and the same feelings that I went through, and I think it just kind of made me realize that anxiety is such a common thing, and that just because you meet someone on the street and they seem like they have their life together and they seem, healthy and normal, doesn't mean that they are. Everybody has stuff going on in their lives and everybody has struggles that they're dealing with. And so, yeah, I think even just being in a room with several other people who are going through the exact same thing is really, really helpful. So if you ever get the opportunity to be in any kind of group therapy or try CBT, so far so good. I am enjoying it and I think that it might help. So don't be afraid to jump in there and take a class if you're able to. I know for this one my doctor had to refer me to it and send in a form with my information for me to be considered. But there are CBT groups being offered in so many places all over the world, and it may be worth looking into, seeing if that's an option in your area or something that you could even do online. But yeah, I'm finding it really helpful, and as I said, I have 6 classes left, so I'll give you guys another more thorough update in the future and let you know how it's gone, let you know what improvements that I've seen and what techniques that I find most useful. And if there are any things that you want me to specifically cover or talk about, please let me know. You can send me a message, you can comment down below. I read every single one of them. So yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed that it helps and that it works out and aids me in the process of coming off my medication completely and coping with my anxiety by myself. So I hope that all of you are having a really good day, and if you're not, remember that tomorrow will be a better day, and I hope that you all are happy and healthy, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye guys!